World Athletics Championships Day 7 Live. Can Noah Lyles make history? Shocking qualifying upsets. Day 7 of the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo wasn't just another page in the athletics calendar. It was a living novel, written in sweat, speed, and shocking turns. Every heartbeat inside the National Olympic Stadium pulsed with anticipation. Fans poured into the stands early, draped in flags, chanting the names of their heroes, waiting for the kind of history that Noah Lyles had promised them. The storylines were irresistible. Lyles chasing immortality in the men's 200-meter. Qualifying rounds gone haywire, with favorites tumbling and outsiders rising. 400-meter hurdles that looked more like a gladiator battle than a race. Relay drama brewing as baton chemistry tested team nerves. This was Day 7, epic, unpredictable, unforgettable. High voltage sign Noah Lyles, the weight of destiny. Every generation has its sprinter who dares to go beyond medals and chase legacy. For the 2025 championships, that man is Noah Lyles. Already a global superstar with 3 World 200-meter titles and an Olympic gold, he arrived in Tokyo not just to win, but to write his name beside legends. Whispers of a 19.1-second run filled the air. Could he break Michael Johnson's championship record? Could he flirt with Usain Bolt's mythical 19.19? As he jogged onto the track for the 200m semifinals, his headphones on, his swagger unshaken, the crowd erupted in a chant. Lyles, Lyles, Lyles. And yet, history never comes easy. Fire the shockwaves of qualification. Before the sprint stole the spotlight, qualifying rounds across multiple events delivered enough shocks to shake the athletics world. 1. Men's 800-meter semifinals. The fall of a favorite. Emmanuel Wanyoni, the Kenyan prodigy, stumbled tactically. Boxed in at the bell lap, he never found his space. The unthinkable happened. He missed out on the final. The stadium gasped, Kenyan fans stunned into silence. 2. Women's javelin. The veteran falls. Barbora Patakavia's long-awaited comeback fell short. The Czech legend failed to progress past qualification, her throws lacking the fire of her prime. Fans gave her a standing ovation anyway. It was a goodbye disguised as defeat. 3. Men's 110-meter hurdles. Disaster strikes. Orlando Bennett of Jamaica, tipped as a dark horse, clipped hurdle 8 and fell. Medics rushed in, his Olympic dreams gone in a blink. It was a chilling reminder. Hurdles are cruel, merciless. Upsets like these aren't side notes, they are earthquakes. They remind the world that championships aren't scripted, they are live. Cloud with tornado women's 400-meter hurdles final. Sydney vs. the world. If one queen ruled Day 7 alongside Lyles, it was Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Already a legend in the 400-meter hurdles, she came to Tokyo to reaffirm dominance. The final lineup looked like a Hall of Fame. Fempball, Netherlands. Dalilah Muhammad, USA. Rochelle Clayton, Jamaica. The gun fired. Sydney attacked from lane 5, smooth as silk. Bolt chased hard, her tall frame devouring the track. Muhammad, ever the warrior, tried to stay in touch. By hurdle 7, Sydney pulled away, her stride a blend of grace and ferocity. The clock stopped at 51.05, a championship record. Ball settled for silver, Clayton bronze. Sydney raised her hands, smiling, the Tokyo lights reflecting in her eyes. "I'm not racing the world anymore," she said afterward. "I'm racing myself." High voltage sign men's 400-meter hurdles, a clash of titans. Not to be outdone, the men's 400-meter hurdles final followed like thunder after lightning. Karsten Warholm, Rai Benjamin, and Alison dos Santos, the holy trinity of hurdles, lined up, each with a point to prove. The race exploded. Warholm bolted out aggressively, daring the others to catch him. Benjamin paced wisely, saving his kick. Dos Santos, tall and powerful, surged late. The last hurdle decided it. Warholm stumbled slightly, Benjamin stormed through, and in a shock twist, Rai Benjamin took gold, clocking 46.87. Warholm silver, Dos Santos bronze. It was redemption for Benjamin, years of nemesis finally wiped clean. Tears streamed down his face as he wrapped himself in the American flag. Glowing star the women's 200-meter, a battle of speed and style. While the men's 200-meter carried Lyles' destiny, the women's 200-meter promised fireworks of its own. Shericka Jackson, Sha'Carri Richardson, and Julian Alfred stood ready to burn the track. Jackson, the defending champion, blasted the curve. Richardson, hair blazing red under the floodlights, powered into the straight. Alfred, fearless as ever, kept them both honest. The finish line became chaos. Jackson and Richardson leaned together, Alfred a step behind. The scoreboard flashed. Gold medal Shericka Jackson, 21.72. Silver medal Sha'Carri Richardson, 21.78. Bronze medal Julian Alfred, 21.94. The stadium shook with Jamaican drums and American cheers colliding. Jackson raised a finger to her lips, as if silencing any doubt. The queen of the 200m wasn't stepping down yet. Rocket Noah Lyles in the men's 200-meter semifinal. All night, whispers circled. Could Lyles make history? The semifinal wasn't about survival. It was about statement. He crouched into his blocks. Silence blanketed the stadium. Bang! Lyles attacked the curve like a man possessed. His form was poetry. Knees high, arms carving air, stride electric. By the 120m mark, the race was over. He eased in the final 30 meters, glancing sideways at the clock. 19.65. And he barely tried. The crowd erupted. If this was a preview, the final could be biblical. Lyles raised his arms, mouthing, "Tomorrow, history." Performing arts relay madness, the baton circus. The relays began, and as always, chaos reigned. USA men, clean, precise, flowing baton work. Confidence was high. Jamaica women, explosive exchanges, the crowd roaring with every touch. Canada's nightmare, another baton fumble, heartbreak flooding their camp. Relays are theater. 1 second you're a hero, the next a villain. Day 7 proved it again. Microphone behind the scenes, emotions unleashed. Day 7 wasn't just medals, it was stories. A Japanese volunteer, tears streaming, hugging an athlete who set a personal best even without qualifying. Families FaceTiming in the stands, showing relatives in Africa, Europe, and the Caribbean that their heroes had run, jumped, or thrown with pride. Coaches pacing in the tunnel, unable to watch their athletes live, covering their eyes like nervous parents. These weren't statistics, they were the soul of the sport. Milky Way midnight in Tokyo, reflections. As the crowd trickled out into the Tokyo night, the echoes of Day 7 lingered. Noah Lyles had teased history. Sydney McLaughlin of Rowan had stamped her dominance. Rai Benjamin had found redemption. Shericka Jackson had defended her crown. And the shockwaves of qualification upsets reminded everyone that sport thrives on unpredictability. Day 7 was a festival of speed, drama, and humanity. Tomorrow promised Noah Lyles' date with destiny. But even if he stumbled, the magic of this night was already eternal. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.